What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. So, I know I'm a little bit off my routine. You know, I had a lot going on, buried myself into some projects, but at the same time, this is also a project, so I'm here. The last video I did the Sunday review of the return of Tom Brady to Foxborough. Alright, so because I was supposed to do a Sunday night review or a primetime review for all the games, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, a breakdown of the games on Sunday afternoon, and I was supposed to do my picks. I know it's currently going on 8:30 now. There is a game going on now between the Rams and the Seahawks. I'm not watching it, so you know that this is authentic. So we're gonna go a little old school. Just like how I used to do in all my videos, I'm going to do everything at once. Oh my God, pray for my psyche. Alright, so we're gonna jump right into this. Alright, first off, Thursday night game, Jaguars versus the Bengals. That was crazy all the way up until the end. Bengals ended up winning 24-21, and Jaguars got some things going on over there, with their coach having questionable actions with college students. Yeah. Yeah, about that. So, Sunday night game. Y'all already saw my video. Buccaneers versus the Patriots. There's a lot of drama, a lot of emotion involved with that. A philosophical passing of the torch from Tom Brady to Mac Jones, because Mac Jones is the most Tom Brady quarterback since Tom Brady. So he they broke it down. They pretty much said he everything about him is almost identical. He was running the same plays all the way down to his release time. Release time, throwing motion, everything. So alright, so Buccaneers ended up pulling out the victory 19-17. Not necessarily as as high scoring as everybody thought it was going to be, but yeah, there was a shaky first half in combination with some great defensive play. So all right, moving on. Monday night, Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. The Chargers smoked the Raiders 28-14, and I picked the Raiders to win. I thought they had something going there, but that's just my folly for underestimating Justin Herbert, who, if I'm not mistaken, has gone multiple games. Okay, no, he hasn't. I thought he'd gone multiple games throwing 3 touchdowns, but no. He threw 4 last week, and he threw 1 in the weeks prior. 1 apiece in the weeks prior. So, yeah. Austin Eckler continuing to go off. Alright, next. The New York Giants versus the New Orleans Saints. Giants ended up winning with a last-minute run-in touchdown by Saquon Barkley to win 27-21 in final overtime. Now, the Saints pretty much gave this game away because they were in control. Why you have the most explosive you have the top receiving back in the league, and you only target him one time in the whole game. Now, he got 120 yards rushing. That's very solid. But, Kamara is usually most best utilized in the passing game. So, yeah, I could say all right, well, maybe they was targeting him and he just was dropping passes. But no, they only targeted him one time. So, I don't know what the deal with that is. Moving on. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I did pick the Chiefs to win this one. And it looked like the Eagles was in control of the game until the third quarter. Third quarter, the Chiefs got a touchdown, and then they just ran off after that. But the Eagles did look a lot better in this game than they did in last week. Jalen Hurts is starting to settle in a little bit. First quarter of the week is over. We're going to see how, first quarter of the season is over. We're going to see how things look going forward. Next, Houston Texans versus the Buffalo Bills. The Bills destroyed them 40-0. Oh, man. Davis Mills it was definitely unprepared for this starting role. But, he's going to grow into it eventually. Next, the Dallas Cowboys versus, Carolina Panthers versus the Dallas Cowboys. I try to do it away first and then home. So, Dallas pulled out the victory 36-28. The Cleveland Browns versus the Minnesota Vikings. Browns won 14-7. Indianapolis Colts versus the Miami Dolphins. And Carson Wentz gets his first win of the season, 27-17. Jacoby is still doing his thing down in Miami. I think he has maybe one more game left until Tua comes back. But we shall see. Next, Tennessee Titans versus the New York Jets. Jets win in final overtime, and they get their first win of the season with a field goal in overtime, 27-24. The Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears won 24-14. Trey Lance is getting a little bit familiar. What is it? He's 11 for 17 through 209 yards. Next, Washington football team versus the Atlanta Falcons. Washington beat the Falcons 34-30. I was gonna say stomp, but no, they didn't. Yeah, so Taylor Heineke is looking like he's the real deal. 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 23 for 33. Meanwhile, Matt Ryan was 25 for 42. So he threw 4 touchdowns though. All right, next, the Arizona Cardinals versus the LA Rams. This was a pick that I know a lot of people were scratching their heads on because I picked the Cardinals to win this game, and yeah, they almost blew the Rams out. They beat them they beat them to the point where there was nothing they could do about it. Oh man, Cardinals won 37-20. And the Rams got to go see them again. in Arizona. Next, Seahawks versus the 49ers. Seahawks won 28-21. Man, not a lot of stats being thrown around here. Russell Wilson, 149 yards passing. Trey Lance, 157 yards passing. Both of them threw 2 touchdowns apiece. Oh, here's a name I haven't heard in a while. Alex Collins, former Baltimore Raven. Yeah, 44 yards rushing and a touchdown. So I'm glad that he found a landing spot, to go to, because that kid was way too good to not be on a team. So, there was some controversy that happened where he got a DUI, and I think he hit a light pole or something, or basically he ran his car into something, and the authorities came, found out he was driving drunk. Ravens released him. Haven't seen him since. So I'm glad that he found a landing spot, especially with Cedric Carson being messed up. So wait, is it Cedric Carson? Chris Carson. I'm sorry. Who's Cedric Carson? I don't know. Next, last but not least, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Green Bay Packers. And this was funny as I don't know what, because there was a bit of a nod and a wink moment between Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin that everybody kind of it once again it fucked the whole football community up, because everybody was like, oh my God, is Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers? Like, is he going to the Steelers? And no, basically, how when they're getting caught with a substitution or a line change, as they call it in hockey, when you have 12 players on the field, whether they're lined up or just running off the field. If there's 12 players on the field when the quarterback hikes the ball, that's it. Players blown dead, 12 men on the field, they get the offense gets a cheap 5 yards. So what happened was Aaron Rodgers tried to be slick and hurry up and snap the ball, but Mike Tomlin had already called timeout. So that's what that wink was, like, you tried to get me, motherfucker, but I got you. Yeah, I know how you operate. So, yeah. In any case, Green Bay ended up winning 27-17. All right, so that does it for all of those games. What time are we looking at here? Oh, 13 minutes. All right. So now we are going to flip the script and go into my picks for this week. So, I usually like to talk a little shit about all the games and everything, but I ain't got time. So I got to hurry up and make my pick while this game is still 0-0. Let's see, LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. I really don't know. Hold on. Seahawks are 2-2. Rams are 3-1. I'm gonna pick the Rams. The Rams are gonna win by the slimmest of all margins. The slimmest. Wait a minute. Wait. You know what? No, I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna pick Seattle. Seattle gonna win. Yeah, it's Russell Wilson's got to build himself up to that MVP conversation. I lose faith in the Seahawks after week 8. All right, but yeah. So I'm going to give I'm going to give my pick to the team that gave Alex Collins another shot. Yeah. All right, so Seattle Seahawks. Hold up. Oh, we got a London game. The New York Jets versus the Atlanta Falcons. I really don't care one way or the other. I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Yeah, no hate, but I think the Jets are still in their rebuilding phase. So, but if the Jets was to sneak a victory, and the Falcons would be the team to do it. It's just that I think that despite the jokes that I make about Matt Ryan, I think that he can't give this game away. So, the New Orleans Saints versus the Washington football team. Now, I've been picking the Saints for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I was only right on one of them. So, oh no, I was right on, hold up. When did I pick the Saints? I picked them, hold on, I picked them against Green Bay. Yeah, they smashed the fuck out of Green Bay. I picked them against the Panthers. Yeah, they didn't win. I think I picked them against the Patriots. So, all right, so yeah, so I was like 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 or whatever. I really thought it was gonna beat the Giants last week, but hey, oh well. So, until Jameis shows me something, I am going to pick Washington. Because like I said earlier, Taylor Heinicke is the real deal. So, yeah, with this, with that being his third NFL start last week, man, yeah, he's not giving that job back no time soon. Next, Green Bay Packers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And if the Packers were to lose a game, that would be the game. But I'm going to pick the Packers. Pick the Packers to win. Joe Mixon is questionable. T. Higgins is questionable. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Packers. Packers to win that one. Next, NFC North matchup. Detroit Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go with the Lions. Yeah, the Lions. Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to go with the Broncos. I don't got the Steelers doing much of anything this year. Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to go with the Titans. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Carolina Panthers. I mean, this is a sneaky one. They got the Panthers as the favorites. Let's see, Christian McCaffrey. All right. I'm going to pick the Eagles. New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. I'm going to pick the Patriots. The showing that they gave Sunday night, was mind-blowing. So, while the Texans do have a squad over there, Davis Mills is not ready for he's not ready for for that leadership role, that starting quarterback job. He was kind of thrust into it because Tyrod Taylor was hurt with a hamstring injury. But yeah, the more experience he gained, this is the best team to get experience against with that defense. Matthew Judon, or I think they got rid of it. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Save that for another video. Releases and acquisitions. Cleveland Browns versus the LA Chargers. This is another one. Chargers are 2-point favorites. You know what? I went against the Chargers last week and I paid for it, so I'm gonna do Chargers. Chicago Bears versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I think I called them Oakland last week. All right, I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one. Raiders versus the team that they're trying to get Khalil Mack back from. I'm sorry, how do you trade your best linebacker and your best receiver? Next, San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. Man, the Cardinals is roasting teams. I'm going with the Cardinals. The New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. Got the Cowboys as 7-point favorites. I don't know. The winner of this game is going to come down to Saquon versus Zeke. Which running back is going to go off? Which top 5 running back is going to go off? Oh, but if I had to pick, I'm going to pick Dallas. Yeah, I'll pick Dallas. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. You know what? I am going to be reckless here. I'm going to pick the Bills. Oh my God, the hate. I can feel it. Yeah, I'm picking the Bills. And last, but certainly not least, the old school Baltimore rivalry, the Indianapolis Colts versus the Baltimore Ravens. That's right, I said Baltimore with a D. Oh man, so I'm gonna ride with the Ravens. They 7-point favorites. I don't pay attention to that, but yeah, I'm riding with the Ravens. Okay, so those were my picks. That was my breakdown from last week. All the scores and updates and everything. So next I'll probably be, depending on how fast this weekend goes by, I'll try to, or how slow, whether this week slows down enough. I'll see if I can do a matchup video. Like, I want to do a video that shows key team ups, or what am I trying to say? Like lineups that certain teams have. Receiver quarterback combos, strengths and weaknesses, how that shit can work. And yeah, so in any case, all right, I'm gonna go so that I can enjoy this game. Remember, I picked the Seahawks to win back when the score was 0-0. So it was like 7 minutes left in the first quarter. So, all right. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything.